lot of stuff going on. Did anybody see the Troy Ave interview? I don't want to start off talking about the Troy Ave interview, but it was very interesting. My favorite quote, I think, from the Troy Ave video is, "I didn't know if I was still alive or if my spirit was whipping the foreign." Bro, why isn't there a Troy Ave challenge? Because his story was way better than Soulja Boy's. The Troy Ave challenge would be epic, because it would be hard though, because he hit you with some shit. I didn't know that my spirit was whipping the foreign. I didn't say I wanted to be like Tupac. I said I'm the new Pac. And now he got the new Pac mixtape or the new Pac album coming out, whatever that shit's gonna be. But listen to that interview. I was trying to listen to the interview of his brother, Banga's brother. I guess was like in some kind of response. But that shit wasn't nearly as entertaining as that nigga Troy Ave. I don't listen to any of his music. Maybe I should check out some Troy Ave shit. But I don't know. It wasn't the interview was way more compelling to me. Troy Ave. He was the one that was talking about Joey Badass's friend that killed himself. That was kind of disrespectful. What are you gonna do? Apparently in a battle rap, anything goes, you know? You're supposed to be able to say whatever. But talking about a nigga that committed suicide, oh, that's kind of hardcore. If you're hearing a background noise, that is because the Lion's Den is in a 24-hour rehearsal studio, and there are other people that make noise. So that's where that comes from. Lil Rock. I be banging my hip-hop shit. Like when I was doing my mask off challenge yesterday, mind you, if you haven't seen that, check it out. It's on my Instagram page at shy_rojo1. Did my little mask off shit. Shouts out to Sheezy for the assist. But that was fun. And I had on that ABL 5 panel. Shouts out to the nigga Jabari. He should be in town later this month. We going to see the Judge Mathis show. Hopefully while he's in town, I'll be able to get him on the podcast. I'm trying to get my boy Rob on the podcast, sneakerhead, collector. He called me cool the other day, and like not in like an asshole way, like in a way that I could possibly, you know, take seriously or respect. And I felt the way about it. You know, I was like, nice. That's what's up, Rob. It's good to get props from certain people. Certain people, they give you their opinions on you, and you really don't give a fuck. But sometimes you get, you know, a thought from someone who you really may pay attention to, or you really may care, or, you know, what their response is to something. It's a lot like listening or letting people listen to your personal music. Like, you let somebody listen to some shit you made. You don't just let anybody listen to some shit you made. You let people that you think will give you some constructive criticism or give you some kind of interesting feedback. If you just run around listening to the opinions of douchebags, I mean, what the fuck? You gotta have a standard of critique that you'll accept and that you'll pay attention to, and you gotta just write some motherfuckers off. Like, some people can be like, oh, you know what, that's a good idea, and it's like, well, okay, thank you, I appreciate that. But when motherfuckers be trying to hate on shit, like, you gotta consider if they're really somebody who has any information in the area that you're working in. I don't know. Whatever. What up? Bianca's saying hi. It's hard to respond to people when I'm recording the actual show. But yeah, like I was saying, haters. Anyway, so I missed out on the silver bullets today. Don't listen to everybody. What up, Brandon? How you feeling, bro? Darius said he on the way. Tell him come through. It's whatever. You can come through. Well, you live out in the burbs and have kids and whatnot. But yeah, I said respond to you. What up, cuz? Jesus. And I just typed something back. Hey, man, listen. Everybody calm down and just relax. I saw the outfit that the baby had on. Shouts out to Deb, designs by Deb. Everybody know you got kids. Shut up. Don't stop the practice, bro. There's a sign in here that says practice or suck. But that's what's up. At least you in there. That's how you get good at shit. You wood shop. Jasmine's used to practicing about stuff. Jasmine has been practicing on her makeup for years and has just really gotten to a point where she feels like she's in the pocket, where it's like, you know what, I can go in here, bang, first application, I'm good. No erasing eyebrows and redoing lines, and when it's good, I give her props on it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's out here trying to be a what's the new hashtag I say? It's MUA, makeup artist. Jasmine, do you hashtag your videos MUA, makeup artist? I'm trying to. We're supposed to be coming up there this weekend for the Easter. That's what's up. Shouts out to the Easter egg hunt. Those who do have kids, look. Now you gotta keep this to prom makeup coming up. Yeah, man, you might have to help some people out. To all those people doing prom makeup, please be willing to come to the city. That's something else. Oh my God, this is great that this came up. If you live in the suburbs, you are. Is makeup not one word? You just, oh, that's true. Then what does MUA stand for? I need to ask Brittany what MUA stands for. I think MUA is supposed to be makeup artist. I don't know though. I can't be sure. But yeah, so back to the Easter egg hunt. I want to touch on that real quick. Easter egg hunt is the 5th annual Lathan and Friends Easter egg hunt. This year is probably gonna be the warmest year ever. 2 years ago it was nice. Last year it was nice. It was a little cold. It was really sunny. That's what it stands for, but that's not grammatically correct. Look at Bradley saying grammatically correct. Holla at you. That's my sister right there. Nobody can deny Bradley's my sister when she uses words like grammatically correct. But yeah, Easter egg is gonna be raw. I really think that my mom's well, we don't have an Easter bunny, but we do have a nigga the fucks in the suburb need to really understand they must travel. Yeah, that's true. Okay, so hold on. So everybody slow down. I gotta take this off because I need to talk about 2 points now. Hold on. So the Easter egg hunt is this Saturday. It's gonna be raw. It's gonna be like 70 degrees in Washington Park. It's gonna be on the south side, but it's gonna be safe. I had some west side niggas hating, talking about we don't like coming out to the south side because niggas get killed. It's Chicago, bruh. There are some parts of Chicago where everybody can get got. So that's the first thing. The second thing, it's really safe, really peaceful. Everybody really be on a good behavior. Last year there was an issue of a lady with a young child running around holding the child, picking up all the eggs instead of letting the child run around and pick up the eggs themselves. We'll have security there this year to mitigate those kind of issues. But yeah, it's super fun. We don't have an Easter bunny, but we do have Easter egg hunt just as a fun way to, you know, for kids to celebrate the holiday. I put that in quotation marks as a very loose term. But that's the first thing. Second thing, if you live in the suburbs, you have to know that the city is where shit is popping, right? Like, you may have your reasons for living in the suburbs, like you like cheap rent, or you don't like to have any kind of life after 10 o'clock, or you get a lot of space to do nothing on. But if you live in the suburbs, especially if you're in like the service industry, or you do something like, I don't know, makeup, maybe you should be willing to drive into the city and charge people $100 for like a real face or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, having people come out to you, number one, that's not gonna be a good representation of your work, because by the time they drive out to you, get their makeup done, they in the suburbs and driving back to the city, so they gonna have to get some kind of food, because number one, suburban fast food is always better, and number two, they gonna be in the car for another fucking hour getting back to where they gotta go. So they already gotta redo their makeup, because if they smart, they gotten something from Sonic, or Culver's isn't bad. Suburban Taco Bell is better because they take more time making the shit. But anyway, so they got to redo the makeup. They probably sweating because they watching the DVD. They listening to music on the Bluetooth, and then they watching the directions on the GPS, and they probably got hit by a trucker almost like 3 times. So by the time they get back to where they're going, they done sweated out half the shit, and then they taking pictures and posting it on Instagram and putting your name on it. So it would behoove you to just go out there, offer full service. You'll be around while they take pictures. You'll get it nice and tight, and then do it. Jesus. But yeah, Easter, I hear you. I've never done an Easter bunny suit. I'm not wearing that shit. You can dress up in it. Sure you can, Bianca. They need to go. And yeah, take good pictures too. Why charge underprivileged youth though? They need to be more people donating time, makeup, and dresses and shoes. All right, we're talking about 2 different things here. Nobody was talking about underprivileged youth. Who even brought up underprivileged youth? Nobody was even talking about underprivileged youth. What? Now, if we're talking about people who donate stuff to, why you have to cuss so much? I don't know. Anyway, when we're talking about people donating stuff to the youth for prom, I mean, look up the Glass Slipper Project. I know people who donate and work with that every year, but we're talking about people who are paying for makeup services now. Like, I appreciate the point and I get it, but this conversation now, we're talking about people who are willing to pay, like adults who go out and stuff like that. Charles, what up, bro? Long time church homie. Somewhere he got really into like comic books and like skate culture and like superheroes and stuff, which is super cool. But when I think about how I met him and like when we were younger, it's just interesting to see people when they get older. YouTube that shit and figure it out. Why I gotta figure it out, bro? What? How did this become how to donate to inner city proms? Like, I'm all about it. I don't have a problem with it. I've talked on this podcast before about trying to help guys dress better, but it's easier for guys in prom because you can rent tuxes, and I guess girls, you can't really rent an evening gown, or you really don't want to because it's such a special night. And a lot of girls, if they have any flour left, they might get something up for prom night. Whatever. But yeah, I mean, see, that's a very fine line. Like what you're talking about. And I'm talking to my friend Letitia, or Letitia, sorry, I might have said her name wrong. From high school. Haven't really talked since then. We keep up in Facebook and shit like that. But so she's talking about people donating time and donating things to prom, and that's awesome. If you need something to be donated as far as makeup, honestly, you probably need. Oh, okay, thanks, Leticia, yeah. Maybe she just said Letitia in high school because she didn't want to correct white people all day. And now she's like sticking to it now. She's a strong Latino woman and you'll pronounce my shit right. I'm with that. That's what's up. Yeah, I forgot what I was going with that. But yeah, it's a lot of makeup tutorials. Exactly. That's what's up. It's a lot of makeup tutorials online, man. Like if you got to the point where you got to think having somebody donate it, that would be nice, no doubt. Like it's just like if you saw the Hugs No Slugs mini doc, whatever you want to call it, that I did. Like if you list the things on the list of homeless people importance, food would probably be one, or shelter would probably be one, food would probably be second, and then clothing would probably be third, maybe. But haircuts would be super low on the list. So it was a luxury, like the Alita, who Inglewood Barbie, CEO, whatever she wants to call herself, of Hugs No Slugs, she put herself, like she did that as like an extra thing. Like she was like, okay, well, let's give them some haircuts and let's get some people to donate, and hopefully the guys that went and donated did like some extra help. What up, Gilbo? Dream House, I don't get it. Say more. Is Dream House a strip club? I don't know. Dream House would be a good strip club name. Hey-o! Maybe Cousin Deb could do that next year. do a prom dress day and collect donations. Listen, go to Glass Slipper Project. Google that shit. Google Glass Slipper Project. I'm not saying they got to be the only act in town. I mean, somebody else could definitely do it, but we getting off the topic. Like, can we talk about some ignorant shit? Jesus. Andrew's house, his dream home, is in the burbs. I don't know. Not really. Andrew's dream house is probably nowhere near accidental contact with black people. Hey, so what's next? I heard that Swizz Beatz and Pharrell and Timbaland are gonna do that beat battle. That shit is gonna be major. Timbaland, probably regarded as one of the most awesome producers, period. In this corner, weighing in at upwards of 250 pounds. How about them Pacers? Don't start. Be very grateful that Paul George is still there. Okay, let's talk about that. My cousin Bianca is from Indianapolis, or she's not. I don't think she's from Indianapolis. She lives in Indianapolis right now. She's talking about how about them Pacers. Y'all better pray Paul George stay there as long as possible. If Paul George, listen, if the Pacers get bounced in the first round, Paul George, his tenure there is very, 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 very suspect. Shouts out to my man Lance Stevenson, aka Born Ready. Shouts out to Born Ready. That's my man right there. Check out that interview he did. He was talking about he was like, man, sitting at home working on my injury. You know what I'm saying? And they gave me a call. They was like, Lance, you ready? And I said, what you mean? Born Ready. That's the funniest shit ever. They play the Cavs. It's over. Of course it is. He's pushing it, Cousin Deb. I'm pushing the cussing? Really? First off, relax. Second, when did everybody become so PC and so we don't like cussing? Like, relax. Blackhawks. What do I get to say about the Blackhawks? I really like my Blackhawks jersey. I'm hesitant to say much about them because I'm not sure who's still on the team. I know my man Pat Kane is still there. Pat Kane is probably on the top. Thank you, Leticia. Pat Kane's got some rape allegations, doesn't he? Right? Pat Kane's got a little bit of he's got history of taking the pussy. No, I don't know. Pat Kane's up there with Roethlisberger. You know, I like to take time to shit on white players the way that commentators and pundits always take time to shit on black players. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever you bring up Mike Tyson, they're gonna talk about the fact that he had a rape charge. Whenever you talk about whenever they talk about they don't even really talk about Bill Cosby no more. So, you know, whenever I have a chance to really just go ahead and stick it to him or bring some other shit up, I will take my time and rehash it. So, shouts out to Ben Roethlisberger. Believe he's a left-handed quarterback, one of my favorites, but no means no, Ben. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty loose on my you know, female male interactions, you know, as far as sexuality. Like, you know, my barometer of sexual aggression is a little bit higher, you know. I've dealt with girls who like that, you know. I believe that there are women who like I don't want to say like it taken. That's not what I'm going to say at all. But do like a guy who, you know, comes into it. The shade is dark, laugh out loud, this tape. Oh, well, what do you want me to do? Hold on. That's better, but not in a good way. It looks better for the camera. It's not supposed to look good for Facebook Live. It's supposed to look good for my Panasonic Lumix G6. I did this for all of you guys. Oh, that's for this. This doesn't look right. That's this camera. It looks better on the camera that's going to be on YouTube. Relax. Jasmine, you should know that there's different lights there's different lights that look better for camera and different lights that look better for this thing. Relax. Anyway, Lil Wayne signed to Rockefeller. We've heard this before. Lil Wayne has signed and not signed and signed and not signed to Rockefeller about 4 or 5 times. I'm not taking off the sunglasses, bro. Like, what are you... Y'all know that I have a problem with one of my eyes. So I'm doing the whole music soul child thing, okay? I'm like blocking it out. Relax. Jesus. Got my mind going half crazy. What was I even talking about? Lil Wayne. I need some good music from Lil Wayne to give a fuck, or to care where he signs. Like, he could sign to Roc Nation and then put out a bunch of garbage. They look cool. Thank you, Mom. And you rarely say that. Compliments from my mom are like solar eclipses. Okay. I have a confession to make about that. Haven't listened to it yet. And I don't want to say, if you're reading the comments and following, then you can talk about that and you can make comments about it. But the album that she just asked me about, I haven't heard it yet. I'm very excited to hear it because I like Joe. Damn, I just said it anyway. But I haven't heard it yet. Did you listen to Joey Badass just because hip hop guys listen to Joey Badass? Or are you saying that because, like, did you listen to that Smoke DZA and Rob, where you at? Did you listen to that Smoke DZA and Pete Rock, that Don't Smoke Rock album? There go my eyes. See, and they looked weird there. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But I'm gonna check it out. I need to like work out to it. Lil Wayne signed to Rockefeller. He's done it before. We gotta hear some music and see if it sticks and if it actually happens. You and Tay tag teaming. I think you need to check your wordage there, okay? Okay? Can we get a little context on that? You and Tay tag teaming? Slow down. Is that a pause, or is that a say more or say less? Something. Donald Trump. Donald Trump is doing I mean, he claimed to be different, yet he's just carrying out the traditions and the bidding of the president that preceded Barack Obama. He's very much so just like picking up where it left off. No pause. I bet. I'm winking behind my glasses. But yeah, like within the last 6 weeks, not even that long, he's done multiple. That's Judge being washed up is crazy. Oh shit, yeah. Yeah, the Muslim judge that just got found. Was she a Supreme Court judge? I was reading an article about her earlier. Did Trump really Trump authorized mission accidentally bomb friendly Syrian forces, killing 18? I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it at all. Trump seems very much like one of those guys that like every crew's got one that you know you can like gas up to do some dumb shit. Like you could be like, hey man, hey. Or like we used to do it. That's a bad example. That's a bad example. But everybody's got that friend that they can gas up to like do some shit. Or they could be like, hey yo, you know she looking at you. You see her looking at you? Or like, man, that nigga on some bullshit. That nigga on some what topics, bruh? It was crazy. It wasn't about one shot at like a day or two ago. One shot at. Who was shot at? Who was shot at? A judge? Trump's a puppet. Couldn't even remember who he bombed. Hilarious. Who was shot at? I got some good ones and you talking about nonsense. See, you're coming in here trying to bully the conversation, and this is a safe place, Bianca, okay? This is a safe space where people can come in and share ideas, okay? This isn't a place where one person can just come in and dictate the agenda, okay? This is a conservative conversation, okay? So I'm going to need you to take your microaggressions somewhere else, okay? My name is Jared. I identify with the gender terms he, him, them, they, him. I said him and he already. I don't know. But who got shot? A bunch of Supreme Court justices? Listen, man, this nigga, listen, what you don't know is that Trump is both under the table and over the table. And I did that backwards. But he's under the table and over the table. You know why? Because that's what businessmen do. Okay? They do shit that people are supposed to see, and then they do shit that they don't see. What was your topic that I skipped, Bianca? Huh? What was the topic? I told you about Lil Wayne. I told you about Lil Wayne. What else? You gonna make me go back in the archives? Got me going back in the archives to see what she brought up. Okay, let's check it out. Hold on, let's give my cousin some the Pacers. Like I reacted to the Pacers. I told you the Pacers better pray they make past the first round. You got me hot and shit under the lights. The Pacers better pray they make it through the second round, because if they don't, Paul George, you better watch it, because Paul George will leave on y'all ass. He's from the West Coast. He want to play in the West Coast, and that's the more competitive league. Oh, Charlie face ass nigga. That's what's up. Charlie, y'all stay strong and black and stay black. Hey, we ain't got no choice, baby. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got no choice. I'ma stay black. Leticia gonna stay brown. My mama gonna stay on my nerves. Holla. Thanks for jumping in though. I was listening to that new Kodak Black. Said Jared never. What are we doing? I mean, you can always bleach. Come on, man. Like my man Sammy Sosa. Like they say Charlamagne the God was doing. Can't even do it, man. A lot of island people be bleaching their skin and stuff. It's rough. But yeah, what else? Who is this? Charles. I remember Charles told me he broke his wrist skateboarding, and then I think he got his wife's phone number on his skateboard. That was a great story. That's a story you can have for 1,000 years. So I didn't get the silver bullets. I keep mentioning that because it just pisses me off. I got another pair though, but you know, what are you gonna say? It's not what I wanted. That's the sneaker game. Somebody else told me, you know, there's another pair that's gonna come out. Of course there's gonna be another pair that comes out. There's another pair that comes out every week. It's not about getting the next one that comes out. It's about getting the one that you want. Can you get the one that you want? That's what it's about. Broadcast keeps getting interrupted. It's not my fault. It only got interrupted once for me. For me, the broadcast only got interrupted once. It was a lot of talk about Red Lobster. Leticia, do you eat at Red Lobster? If a guy picked you up and took you to Red Lobster, what would you think? Would you be like, hey, you know what? Tonight I'm eating Cheddar Bay biscuits and I'm probably going to get a Long Island iced tea? Or would you just like totally say forget it? You know, a lot of people act like Red Lobster is cheap, number one, and a lot of people act like you can just pick and choose who you want to go out on a date with. Dates don't happen for everybody. Being picky, now you don't want to go to Red Lobster. It's Lobster Fest right now. Some good teeting, as my uncle Willie James would say. Red Lobster. I would go to Red Lobster if a girl took me to Red Lobster. If a girl was like, hey, Jared, so I want to take you out to dinner because I think you're really cool. I listen to your podcast. You wear really cool sunglasses. And I'd like to take you to dinner at Red Lobster. You know what I'd say? When do I pick you up for Red Lobster? I'm all about it. I'm going to go. I already know what I'm probably going to get. I'm going to get a Caesar salad. I'm only going to eat 2 biscuits before my actual food comes. Because once my actual food comes, there may be something on there that requires some biscuit assistance of some kind of sopping tool, or some kind of assistance onto the fork that you then eat from both. But I'm not turning down a dinner at Red Lobster. Now, if she is a big fan of Red Lobster because she likes seafood and that's the only place she knows to get seafood, then that's a different conversation. That's a different conversation. That may be something that we can look into and talk about because there are other seafood places. Red Lobster is not the creme de la creme of seafood places. No. It probably shouldn't be as celebrated as it is. I think the issue with people in Red Lobster is that they associate it with going there after church, or a lot of people go there like after their graduation for some reason. Like it's this like super fancy spot. And Red Lobster it's really priced above the product. Like going to Red Lobster and paying for a meal is like paying for Jordans and getting some kids or some bullshit. I don't really know what to compare it to, but it's not good. It's okay, but I think there's a way you have to turn down that date. Personally. Fuck me. What do I know? Yeah. It's a big ass jug of water. But yeah, I'm gonna get done. What is that? Why is that not working? The Xfinity signal isn't stronger. Of course, the streaming thing is cool, but you can never predict that. And people were saying that the connection was bad, so what are you gonna do about technology? But okay, Red Lobster, Donald Trump's dropping bombs on motherfuckers. That's no good. You really need to get like all your traveling out of the way because it's gonna be difficult to travel soon, unless you're like super paid. Super paid. Leticia, is it better? I don't know. That Supreme Court justice got drowned. I've been watching the Gerard Carmichael show, which isn't horrible, but it's kind of predictable, and he kind of makes himself annoying in it. Bill O'Reilly is going on vacation. What do you do now? Bill O'Reilly's always on some dumb shit. Let's go back to the first page, see what's on here. Hold on. Don't try to slow me. Yeah, man. Mike, okay. So, who here works out? Anybody here go to the gym? No? Nobody here goes to the gym? So, my trainer at the gym